I'm Anthony Imperato, president of Henry Repeating Arms. Patriotic Americans are looking to protect and provide for their families, now more than ever. Henry has over 200 rifles and shotguns to choose from, made in America or not made at all, and backed by a lifetime guarantee. Go to henryusa.com and order our free catalog, decals, and a list of dealers in your area. That's henryusa.com. Thank you, and God bless America.
Your 24/7 news source, on air, online, and with the Cape Hill News app. Now the headlines from the Cape Hill News Center.
7:05, mostly cloudy and 78. Daniel Phillips says storms possibly severe this afternoon into the evening. 80% chance of rain, the high of 85. A full look at your forecast in just a few minutes. For News Talk 96.5 Cape Hill, I'm Ian Ozan. We start with the new PPE plants coming to Broussard. Oxner Health and Trax Development are partnering in a new venture, Safe Source Direct. That new venture is bringing 2 plants and 2,200 new jobs to the area. Safe Source is also expected to help ease the crunch for protective gear in the United States.
Significant win for the people of Acadiana, for the state, and our entire nation.
With that proclamation, Oxner Lafayette General CEO Patrick Gandy announced the creation of Safe Source Direct. According to Governor Edwards, these new plants will help the United States fill a desperate need exposed by the COVID pandemic.
We were trying to source all these materials that you see up here, gowns and gloves and shoe coverings and masks and everything else from all over the world, but principally coming out of China. And so we need more innovation and more determination here in the United States, in Louisiana, and that's what we're seeing today.
Safe Source is building a new plant off Highway 90 on the St. Martin Parish side of the city. That facility will be the site of nitrile glove production. The company is retrofitting another site off St. Nazaire Road on the Lafayette Parish side. That location will be responsible for the production of respirators, masks, shoe covers, and gowns. The St. Nazaire site will also be the company's headquarters. Local leaders, like St. Martin Parish President Chester Cedars, say this is a prime opportunity for Acadiana to build its infrastructure to attract more business and industry.
We as local leaders, we have a challenge now. We've got this facility now. We can't screw it up. We got to make sure that the people that it attracts for leadership, for the jobs, we got to give them quality services in return so they will be excited about being here.
Now, tomorrow, we'll examine that challenge Chester Cedars issued to his fellow government leaders. We'll also have Governor Edwards' response to it. That story tomorrow on Acadiana's Morning News. Now to updates on 3 weekend shootings in Lafayette. First, we now know the name of the man killed Sunday on Ambrose Street. He's identified as Nakia Solomon, a 19-year-old from Breaux Bridge. He died at the hospital. Next, a 17-year-old girl is recovering after being shot near the Four Corners. Police say they later found the victim about a mile away in a car near the intersection of Simcoe and the Thruway. Police described the victim's wounds as non-life-threatening. Last, a 19-year-old man is recovering from non-life-threatening injuries after a shooting on Hebert Road. Police say an acquaintance took the victim to the hospital. The victim is reportedly stable. No suspects have been named in any of these cases. Call Crime Stoppers if you have any information. In New Iberia, 2 men are facing attempted first-degree murder charges after police say they robbed and beat a disabled person. According to investigators, Joseph Roberts Jr. and Reginelle Flugens beat the victim so badly they caused further permanent damage to that person. Roberts and Flugens are also facing second-degree robbery and cruelty to the infirm charges. In St. Landry Parish, a Church Point man is accused of kidnapping and stabbing a woman. Deputies say Anthony Collins threatened, stabbed, and held the victim against her will after going out. Collins is also accused of taking away the victim's phone, but not before she messaged a friend online begging for help. Collins is facing attempted second-degree murder and second-degree kidnapping charges. Staying in St. Landry Parish, 1 person is dead after a single-vehicle crash. It happened just after midnight, early Monday morning on LA 182 near Judson Walsh Drive. Troopers say the driver ran off the road and hit a tree. The muscle car then caught fire with the driver trapped inside. The driver has not yet been identified. A Jeff Davis Parish student is accused of stealing a school bus and driving it all the way from Lake Arthur to St. Landry Parish. Cody Moore is facing burglary and theft charges. Police arrested Moore after spotting the wayward bus in Opelousas. In Vermilion Parish, Kaplan's fire chief is out of a job. The city council fired Chief Jacob Matthew last night, accusing him of malfeasance in office. Matthew had been in the position for 13 years. He accuses the mayor of having a personal vendetta against him. In state news, New Orleans tourism is expected to increase in the coming weeks. Now, restaurants, hotels, and destinations are hiring in anticipation of the boom. Eric Piccoli has the story.
The marketing agency for the city of New Orleans is hosting a job fest and offering job seekers COVID vaccines. New Orleans & Company spokesperson Kelly Schultz says around 100 companies will conduct interviews and are ready to make job offers on the spot.
Tourism industry is slowly starting to ramp back up. We still have a long way to go, but there are jobs open and companies are hiring now.
Schultz says job seekers are encouraged to pre-register online by visiting
NewOrleans.com/jobs and come get a great job and also get your COVID vaccine.
The convention starts at 9 tomorrow at the Ernst Memorial Convention Center.
Eric Piccoli reporting. In the legislature, Houma Senator Mike Fessy has tested positive for COVID-19. Fessy said he received that positive result last Thursday, some 3 days after an initial test that said he was negative. The positive test came after Fessy spent Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at the Capitol. Fessy says he doesn't regret not getting vaccinated. He says he's taken ivermectin and a Z-Pack to battle the virus. Several bills we highlighted yesterday are now headed to the full House. A bill getting rid of qualified immunity for police officers accused of excessive force cleared the House Civil Law Committee. The final vote, 9-4, 4 against, 1 abstention. A bill that aims to subject the Louisiana High School Athletic Association to legislative auditing received unanimous approval from the House Ways and Means Committee. The bill would force public schools to leave the LHSAA if it refuses to be audited by the legislative auditor. The Commerce Committee approved 2 bills restricting hospitals and other medical groups from placing non-compete clauses in doctors' contracts. Meanwhile, Beryl Amity's bill to allow people to sue social media companies over censorship is dead. The House Commerce Committee involuntarily deferred that proposal. Another major bill headed to the full House, the proposed budget. The House Appropriations Committee approved the $36 billion spending plan for next fiscal year. It includes an $800 raise for teachers and a $400 raise for school support staff. A bill allowing doctors to prescribe smokable forms of cannabis is headed to the Senate. The House approved that bill by a 73-26 margin. Today at the Capitol, the House Criminal Justice Committee will hear New Orleans Representative Mandy Landry's proposal to decriminalize prostitution in Louisiana. That hearing starts at 9 o'clock. Opponents say the bill would lead to an increased sex trade and more violence against women. Landry says her proposal would protect sex workers and allow them to report cases of violence against them without fear of being arrested. Former Governor Edwin Edwards is confined to a wheelchair. That's according to his wife. Brooke Thornton has an update on Edwards' health.
Even just getting up and going to lunch is a lot of work.
Trina Edwards says life has changed drastically since the former 4-term governor needed a wheelchair. She says she has a new appreciation for caretakers as she's become one, and while she's not complaining, she is more aware of the daily struggles that handicapped individuals face.
We need to pay more attention to things other people have to deal with, because I never gave it any thought until now. And now everywhere I go, I'm like, this is not handicap accessible.
I'm Brooke Thorington.
In sports news, today is the first day of the LHSAA Golf Championships. Tee times just a few minutes ago, so action now underway. The team times pushed up to 7 o'clock this morning because of expected inclement weather. In basketball, the New Orleans Pelicans lose again. This time they fall victim to Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Final score, 123-104. Curry scored 41 points, his ninth 40-point effort of the season. And now, Bernie, our latest installment of I Know This Is Random, but
bring it.
Well, you know what today is?
May the 4th.
Right. May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
The Star Wars universe celebrates this as Star Wars Day. Believe it or not, Lucasfilm did not create this holiday. They didn't declare the holiday, even though Star Wars fans picked up and ran with it, though lately it's been embraced by Lucasfilm and Disney, now that Disney owns Lucasfilm and looks for a quick way to make a buck every chance they get. The first recorded reference to the phrase being used.
Tell me.
May 4th, 1979.
Oh.
Margaret Thatcher's first day as Prime Minister of Britain.
What?
Leave it to the cheeky Brits, to coin the phrase, May the 4th be with you. The Conservatives placed a congratulatory advertisement in the London Evening News saying, May the 4th be with you, Maggie. Congratulations.
I love that.
The Brits used it again. A member of Parliament used it in a debate on May 4th, 1994. And then along the way, it got picked up by other people.
Love it.
Even the Canadians got in on this. Back in 2015, the bells at Peace Tower on Parliament Hill in Ottawa played the Imperial March to celebrate May the 4th. With that in mind, if May the 4th be with you is today, tomorrow is Revenge of the 5th.
Ah, yes.
So we may have to dig out those lightsabers.
I think so.
Now, you're a huge Star Wars fan. You're a bigger Star Wars fan than I am.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get a chance to watch, or have you ever had a chance to watch, the Star Wars Christmas special?
No. I remember it being on one time. Brett was watching it. I don't remember watching it. I just remember it being on in the background. Is it I need to go back and watch it kind of thing?
It is regarded as one of the worst television programs ever created.
Okay, good. So I didn't miss anything.
I have never watched it, but
Okay.
apparently it lives online somewhere. George Lucas hated it so much that not only did he disavow it, he has banned it from ever being broadcast on television again.
I love it.
It is the one part of the Star Wars franchise that has never been re-released. And a bootleg copy that someone recorded on VHS tape back in the 70s lives online somewhere.
Ooh,
we will
okay.
have to find that link.
All right, so I guess we will. So at least
and have to watch it and review it.
I was going to say, but let's not spend 100 years on it, because if it's that bad,
No, it's put it this way: B. Arthur has a supporting role in it.
Yeah, this sounds like I got something better to do.
Chewbacca was going back to his home planet to celebrate their version of Christmas.
And B. Arthur was his mom? No?
I don't think she was his mom, but she was a bartender or something. Then again, this is the same B. Arthur who played the unemployment agent in History of the World Part 1.
Right.
Who asked Mel Brooks a series of questions when he explained that he was a stand-up philosopher. If you've never seen that scene, look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Great movie.
I can quote the dialogue, but I can't quote it on radio only because we have an FCC license.
Yes, that would be correct. 7:16.
Mostly cloudy skies across Acadiana today. We do have to be on the lookout for some strong thunderstorms arriving a little bit later on in the afternoon. These storms are going to be capable of producing both damaging